Hello there, Whipper here, and once again, welcome back to another mod showcase, and today I'm going to be showing you a really epic mod called the Time Control mod, which basically enables you to manipulate time in Minecraft, so you can make it faster than usual, and slower than usual, and it's just so cool to mess around with. But the first item I'm going to be showing you is called the Basic Time Control Remote, and to craft this, you're going to need 4 bits of gold, 4 diamonds and a button in the center, and it makes something that looks a bit like a clock, but just has a green T in it to show it's a time control remote. And to actually use this, the first time you actually right click with it in your hand, it turns you into slow motion mode, so everything's slower than usual. Then the second time it turns it into fast motion mode, and then the third time it turns you back to normal speed. So yeah, that's how this thing works. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through slow motion mode followed by fast motion mode and show you what happens if you actually change the speed of the game. So let's just start off with slow motion mode. So now I'm in ultra slow motion mode. You can see that my move speed is affected, so I'm walking slower than usual, which is really cool, and my animation of my legs and arms is slower than usual. Pretty much just everything is slowed down in the game. Even the day and night cycles are affected by this mod. So if you use a time controller and make it slower, days will be much longer than usual. And when you actually use this basic time control remote makes the game speed half the speed and then double the speed when you actually use the fast motion setting on it. So all the other things that are actually affected by this is block breaking speed. So if I actually break the blocks, oh wait, I'm not actually in survival, that would help, wouldn't it? So if I actually try and break blocks in survival mode, you can see the my animation of my fist hitting the blocks is much slower, and also it takes a lot longer to actually break the blocks, as you can see. So I don't recommend using this if you're planning to build any structures, because it doesn't really help that you're moving a lot slower than usual. Other things that are affected, actually no, this is one thing that isn't affected. So when you actually use this time control remote, redstone is not affected at all. So redstone is still run at the same speed, and since I'm going to actually be swapping over to the fast motion remote next, I may as well show you this now. So all I need to do is press this button, and you're going to see that this repeater clock is going to go round and round, and we're going to get a little sound from this note block. And if I actually change it to the fast motion setting, like so, there is no difference in how often this is actually playing a note, and that's why it doesn't really affect redstone, which is a bit of a shame. I was hoping it would. Oh, actually, I did nearly forget to do one thing. So, I've kind of set up a really childish example of how you can actually use this mod here. Have I stopped this from going? No, that's really going to annoy me if I don't turn that off. But what I've done is I've set up a little 3-block parkour jump, and what I'm going to attempt to do is do a 360 spin and then land the parkour jump. And I'm going to first try it out on normal Minecraft speed. So I'm going to sprint, jump over here, spin around. Oh, I actually did it first time. Wow. My intention was that I'd actually miss that jump and then show you I could actually do it with a slow motion mode. But I did it first time, which makes me seem really pro, but I'm actually not. But now let's activate slow motion mode, and what we should see is that it's actually a lot easier to do this. So we can time our jump perfectly, so we jump at the last possible second, do a 360 and then position ourselves for a perfect landing. I mean, look at this, I can jump, spin around and land it every time. So much easier, but it is a really childish example, as I said. I mean, why would you ever want to do 360s over some parkour jumps? I mean, it's illogical. But anyway, let's just go back into creative because I want to show off another thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place down a creeper, and what I'm going to attempt to do is do a 360 no-scope leap bow shot. And yeah, that was kind of pathetic, wasn't it? That was just at normal speed though. So let's try again at slow speed and see if we can do it any better. Okay, I missed it. Wow. I'm running out of room on my mouse mat to actually do the 360 because my sensitivity is so low. I hit it! Yes, can we actually do one from jumping? No, I ran out of mouse mat space. I need higher sensitivity. And I missed again. I am terrible. Wow. This is why I'm so terrible at PvP and things like survival games. I just can't aim. I am terrible. But yeah, so that's pretty much all the features of this slow motion setting of this time control remote that I wanted to show you. But now let's go on to the fast motion setting. So here we are, I'm now going super fast, and look how fast my little legs are moving, and my arms. I'm like supersonic, I'm like Usain Bolt or something. I'm just running everywhere really fast, and I'm not even sprinting, this is just normal walk speed. Let's actually activate sprint mode, yes, haha. So look at me, I'm just running around super fast everywhere, how insane is this? Also, it affects the charging speed of bows. So you can see now I can charge this bow, and it's like a machine bow. I can charge it up really fast. It takes about 1 second to get a fully charged bow shot off. and I can actually spam the arrows really fast if I don't charge it much. Look at that, there's arrows everywhere. I can imagine this would be really good in combat if you're trying to fight mobs. You can just fire arrows really fast and kill them in a split second. How cool is that? So yeah, it affects your walking speed and also bow shots as well. But again, it doesn't affect redstone, but it does affect the day and night cycle. So the sun and moon will be travelling twice the speed as usual. And, oh, again, I can show you the block breaking, can't I? So, here we go. I'm just going to break a block. You can see my animation is much faster, and the block breaking animation is much faster. But because Minecraft has anti-cheat measures, the block still disappears in the same amount of time. It looks like you've actually destroyed it earlier than it actually does get destroyed. But it does mean you can do this, and eventually Minecraft will catch up. So, yeah, it still does work functionally. So you can actually use this to break blocks much faster, which is really cool. But I've just swapped over to nighttime because there's something I wanted to show you about mob movement speeds. So I was really hoping that this mod actually impacted on the speed of mobs in the game, but sadly it doesn't. So you can see now I'm just going to spawn some zombies, and if I change to slow motion, they're still moving the same speed and they're actually gaining on me. Even though before they weren't gaining on me, that's because they're actually moving at the same speed as usual, and this time control remote doesn't seem to be affecting the speed of mobs. So if we actually change it to fast motion, you can see that I'm actually starting to move away from them, because the mob speed is not affected by this mod, which is a bit of a shame. All it does is it updates the animation to be faster, so you can see their legs are actually moving really fast, but they're actually not moving any faster in the game, which is a real shame. But it does mean I can run rings around them like this. Look at this. Meow, meow. You can't catch me, zombies. I'm too fast for you. Where's that guy going? I don't know. So next up, I'm going to be showing you the other three kinds of time control remote. So first up, we have the fast motion remote, which actually increases your game speed by 4 times instead of 2 times, which is what the time control remote does on its own. So to actually craft this, you're going to need 4 bits of sugar surrounding the time control remote, like so. And I'm presuming that you use sugar in the crafting recipe, because sugar makes you hyper, and we all know when you're hyper, you do things a lot faster. Probably not, but just ignore that. I'm just trying to, make a valid reason for why this is crafted in this manner. But yeah, once you've crafted it, you use it in the same way as a normal time control remote, so you just right click and it activates the fast motion setting. So here we go. I've just activated fast motion, and look how fast I'm going, look how fast my legs are going. And this is exactly why I chose this map to do this mod review on, because it's an Olympic map with a massive running track, which I think is really fitting for this mod, so I can just run around like crazy. Want to know what's funny? I'm not actually sprinting at the moment, I'm just walking at normal speed, but 4 times faster. So if I actually activate sprint mode, you can see I'm even faster. I'm running like the 100 meters in about 2 seconds. It's insane. Then again, if I was actually doing a running event, I'm kind of like breaking the rules here because I'm swapping over between lanes, so I'd probably be disqualified before actually winning a race, because it's pretty much impossible to control your actual location when you're running so fast. You can't be very precise, it's insane. So yeah, look at this, I'm just so fast, it's so cool. Actually, what I should do now is actually try the bow speed and test out how fast I can fire a bow. So let's just fire out some arrows. Yeah, I can charge up my bow to full power in about like half a second. So yeah, it makes it insanely easy to actually kill and shoot mobs. And look, it's like a machine bow. But yeah, so that's the fast motion remote. It's really got no practical purpose apart from the fact that you can get everywhere really easily. And since mob speeds aren't affected by this, I suppose you could use it to kill mobs really efficiently and fast, because you can just fire the bow so rapidly at them, they have no chance of ever surviving through it. So next up, I'm going to be showing you the slow motion remote, which basically just makes your game run at a quarter the normal speed, which is kind of insane. But to craft this one, you're going to need 4 snowballs surrounding a normal time control remote. And I'm presuming the logic behind this is because snow, when you walk through it, makes you slower, so that's why it actually makes you walk a lot slower than usual. I don't know, I'm just trying to make a logic out of nothing here, I don't know why. But yeah, so it looks like this, and it's got that little green S on it just to show that it's actually the slow motion remote. But to use this, you just right click as usual, and then I activate super slow motion mode. I am super slow. Okay, I'm trying to do a slow speech, but it's not working. I can't talk really slow, it doesn't work. As you know, I am a very fast talker, so I'm sorry about that, but yeah. So yeah, once you've actually activated this, you're going to be walking much slower than usual. Every single animation in Minecraft is going to be slower than usual. Of course, redstone's going to be the same speed, and mobs are going to still walk the same speed. Actually, I'm going to show you that now, so let's just try that out. I'm going to spawn down some zombies, and you're going to see that the zombies are going to be catching up to me very fast. Well, they should be. Where is it actually aiming for? They're not chasing me, are they? Where are they going? Where are you going, zombies? It's like, see you later, I'm running away from you. What are they doing? Oh dear. Okay, anyway, let's just go into survival mode. Okay, you can see that they're actually walking faster than I am, and I can't possibly escape from them, which is a real pain, but yeah. Okay, this is just a death wish. I have just got no hope of ever outrunning these zombies. They're going to chase me until I'm dead, so let's just go back into creative before they kill me. So yeah, that's what the slow motion remote does. It makes you walk super slowly, you're going to be breaking blocks super slowly, and all the mobs will chase up to you and kill you very fast. But let's just go to the final item in this mod. So the last kind of remote is called the Matrix remote, and if you've ever seen the Matrix films, you're probably going to guess what this thing does, but just like the slow motion remote like slows down Minecraft, the Matrix remote also slows down Minecraft up to about 8 times slower, which is kind of insane, but what it does differently is that it actually keeps your player speed the same, so you'll be walking at the same speed, but everything else in Minecraft will be slower. And if it actually worked like that, that'd be so cool, but there are some bugs with it, which I'm going to show you now. So anyway, to actually craft this, you're going to need 4 diamonds, so it's quite expensive, surrounding a time control remote. And I've got it here in my inventory, and if I activate it, you're going to see that it gives me like a speed 10 effect, which means my FOV is massive. I mean, look at this, it's like Quake Pro FOV, permanently, it's insane. But yeah, and I'm really slow, as you can see, and my animation is really slow, yet I'm moving at the same speed. It's really weird to see that. You can see my legs are really slow, but I'm still moving at the same speed as normal Minecraft, so I don't really get it, but it's still cool. But what I wanted to show you, which is the problem with this, is that if you actually go... Oh, okay, I'm just going to deactivate it and set things up, otherwise I'm not going to be able to do anything. Okay, now back to normal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to midnight, and then I'm going to spawn down some skeletons, and I'm going to show you the major issue with this Matrix remote, which is actually kind of hilarious. So I've set it to nighttime, and now all I'm going to do is spawn a skeleton, and then I'm going to just go into survival mode and then activate this Matrix remote, and now you're going to see the problem. So this skeleton is going to shoot me over and over again in the air, like so. It's got such good aim because of course skeleton's fire speed isn't impacted, but I'm so much slower than usual, so it can hit me every time in midair, and it's kind of insane. I think I actually needed to spawn 2 skeletons to get the full effect, but let's just get closer and see what happens. I was hoping it's going to keep shooting me like this, and every time it hits me, it's like air shot after air shot. It's insane. You can hit me again? Nope. Okay, let's try and get closer. Okay. And by the way, your movement speed is only the same when you're on land. When you're in the air, you're slow as anything. So as you can see, I'm moving really slowly through the air. And look, he's shooting me over and over again. He never misses. Okay, I just said that and he missed, but it's just crazy. I am so high above the ground now, and he keeps shooting me. Perfect shots mid-air. He's like the best at air shots in the world. He's like predicting my every move. It's just a professional skeleton bowman. It's just insane. And that's the major glitch with the Matrix remote. And now I'm turning into a walking pincushion because look at me. How many arrows are in me? It's kind of insane, but let's just go back into creative so I don't die. And then disable this. And finally kill this skeleton because it's really annoying me. Die, skeleton, you deserve it. You shot me so many times in midair. I don't know how you do it. That just went way over his head. But yeah, that pretty much sums up everything in this mod. So if you've enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like because it really does help out. And as always, there is a link to the mod in the description if you want to check it out. And yeah, thank you for watching. And I'll see you next mod showcase.